welcome to your reading. Today's topic is, are they talking to their friends and family about you? We're going to ask this question first, and then depending on the answer, we'll have some follow-up questions. So if yes, that they are talking to their friends and family about you, I'm going to ask what they're saying and then ask for some advice. And if no, that they're not talking to their friends and family about you, I'm going to find out why they are withholding. And then also give you some advice. All right, so 3 piles today. Pile 1 is the hope card. The advice is keep hope alive in your heart, better days are ahead. Keep hope alive in your heart, better days are ahead. Pile 2 is grace. The advice is move through life with grace and elegance. Let your spirit shine. And pile 3 is surrender. The advice is let go and surrender to the flow of life. Trust the process. All right, have a look, choose with your intuition, however it is you want to choose, and I will see you at your pile. Hello, if you chose the Hope card, then this is going to be your reading. All right, so that's the Hope card for pile 1. And first we want to find out, are they even talking to their friends and family about you? Okay. So are they even talking? Is pile 1's person even talking to their friends and family about them? Is pile 1's person even talking to their friends and family about them? Okay, is pile 1's person even talking to their friends and family about them? All right, is pile 1's person even talking to their friends and family about them? Okay, so this looks like a yes. We have the moon upside down and the 8 of Swords upside down. But we have Judgment, the High Priestess, and the Ace of Wands right side up. So they might not be talking to all of their friends and family about you. They might not be saying a lot, but they certainly are saying something to somebody about you. Moreover, it seems to be that they're very focused on fairness. They're very focused on what's fair for you. They see you as somebody who is very spiritual and intuitive and has a lot to offer. And from what I can tell, they are very attracted to you. All right. They're also a little bit trapped in their thoughts and their confusion, and they're sort of doubting their own way of seeing this connection at the moment. So that could be what they're talking to their friends and what they're saying to their friends and family about this connection. But let's find out a little bit more. What exactly is pile 1's person saying to their friends and family about them? All right, what is pile 1's person saying? So I'm not going to take reversals in this deck about them. All right. So they could be a Leo, you could be a Leo. They see you as somebody who is very magnetic, maybe a little bit flamboyant even. What else are they saying? They feel like having you come into their life was very fortunate and fated. Okay. They think that you could be it for them, and they feel very lucky to have met you. they feel like you are the type of person that if they had, on their arm, so to speak, that you would make them look really good. And they want to give you everything. So that's what they're telling their friends and family. What else is pile one's person telling their friends and family? All right, again, we have the high priestess. So yeah, they see you as, you got the empress and the high priestess here. So you're sort of their ideal woman, or, if you're not a woman, you maybe bring out their ideal, and, well, maybe, it could be same-sex, obviously. They see you either as their ideal woman, or that you bring out something about their ideal, I guess, femininity. All right. And they are having a hard time sort of letting go of this. So let's find out a little bit more. All right, I want to know why pile one's person thinks they even would need to let go of pile one. All right, why would they even think that they would need to let go of you? Well, maybe they think that you are just, I don't know, you're too much for them. Yeah, something about you shining a little bit too bright for them. I don't love that though, so why would that be a reason? Okay, here we have this. All right, so right now they feel, even though they feel that your connection is destined and fated, they feel like they have a lot more work to do. They do think they can work with you, but there's something, I'm getting the sense that they may be a little bit embarrassed to actually work with you at this point. They might think that you are so high above them. You are so high above them. All right. Yeah, so you kind of make them feel like the fool, which is good. You make them feel inspired, but compared to you, the empress, they're just the fool. All right. So what else? Why does pile one's person think it's not great that they're holding on? All right, so I think while they do feel that having you as part of their life is a big win for them, they're going through, a profound change right now. And I think they just don't want you there for that for some reason. I think they're a little bit embarrassed, and they see that you're very powerful, and they don't want you to kind of influence them too much while they're going through this change. All right. But yeah, so they think that your intuition is so strong that that they don't have to like prove anything about how they feel to you. So they think that they can just go ahead and be silent, I guess. Yeah, so they do think they need to let you go because they don't want to put you in a holding pattern. All right, so they are telling their friends and family, hold on, sorry. They're telling their friends and family that you're basically everything they ever wanted. Let's just get like 3 more here, just so we can get a little bit more. But basically that you're everything they ever wanted. But they don't feel ready for you. They see you in their future, but they don't know how to fit you in to their present. And they just want to be okay with being on their own in case you don't want to wait around or they miss their opportunity with you. They feel like they can't show up for you the way that you deserve to have someone show up. So they're not going to come in and make you all kinds of promises because they don't want to disappoint you. So they think that it's better to just not commit at all. And I guess let the chips fall where they may, and they're just hoping that you'll be there when they are ready, and that if you're not, that they can go on without you. All right, so let's look for some advice here. Okay, advice. So what is your advice in this situation? So this person really, really likes you. They may even love you. All right. So what's pile one's advice? Okay, so yeah, you really are that girl, and your advice is to just be that girl, whether this person ever comes around or not. Okay, what else? What other advice do I have for pile one? Okay, advice for pile one. Advice for pile one. All right. Yeah, so believe in magic, whether it's your own magic, the magic of this person, the magic of this connection, or the magic in the world in general. There is magic around you, this connection, and anything that either one of you touch. All right. So basically, this person, you need to see yourself the way this person sees you, even if they're not telling you. You need to see yourself the way this reading says this person sees you. All right, let's get a little bit more advice. All right, well, so first thing I pulled out was new moon in Sagittarius. So luck is on your side. So new moon in Sagittarius is coming up in Sagittarius season. Maybe you'll have a major breakthrough at that point. But let's get a little bit more advice for pile one. All right, the energy is gaining momentum. Okay, so I think you just need to sit back, be that girl, believe in magic, and just trust that things are going the way that they're supposed to be going. Okay, so a little bit more advice for pile one about this situation. Advice for pile one. All right. Advice for pile one. All right, the Keeper of Secrets. Okay, so I would hold your cards, so to speak, a little bit close to your chest right now. So this says, take time out from the world, be the observer. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. So again, this person sees you as a high priestess. It came out twice. You are that girl. Trust your inner knowing. You see other secrets and keep them sacred. Yeah, so I don't know. This person, they're holding back. They're maybe not where they think they need to be. Maybe they're right about that. They might be really frustrating. So rather than, so I'm not saying don't ask your friends for help. And I'm not saying don't do what's best for you, absolutely 100%. What I am saying is, if this person isn't quite acting right, just know that they are working on it, and try not to put them down. Like, don't put them down for it. Certainly not to people who don't have your and their best interest, whether or not, your friends like the relationship. Don't share anything about this person with people that you don't trust. All right? Even if they don't like this person, they could still be trustworthy. Just don't share anything with anybody who is going to, think poorly of you or this person. All right, so what last piece of advice for pile one? All right, divine discontent. I'm going to look in the in this book for you. So divine discontent, number 12. Divine discontent. All right. Water falls upon us, so spring can bring new growth. Cry the tears, allow the longing. Sadness brings surrender and a deep desire to be free. Okay, this says, know your heart. I hear it breaking and groaning in darkest night when you imagine yourself to be silently cast adrift in sleep. It speaks to me, that sacred heart of yours, whispering its longing, bemoaning its divine discontent. It knows when something is amiss. It senses that something is not quite right as yet. There is a piece of the puzzle missing. Even in its tremendous gratitude for all that is, there is much gratitude and sweet appreciation in that precious heart of yours. There is a murmuring, a questioning. It cries out to heaven. Vauschaff, I don't know what that means. Vauschaff, it's like a German word, I guess. Vauschaff me a blessing. I cannot go on. I am broken and in need of your tenderness for healing. I am empty and in need of filling. Not with stuff and bits, but with the most precious nectar of divine fulfillment. Nothing else will satisfy me. Please, please restore me to wholeness. I can hear this missing piece, this broken disarray no longer. I listen and I cajole that wise heart of yours. I praise it for its honesty and longing, for the longing is as irresistible perfume to the beloved, attracting the only salve that will soothe the divine discontent of your truth-speaking heart, that of divine presence, absolute and unquestionable. Okay, so I think this is saying that your person is really going through it, and your job is not to devote all of your energy to what they're going through. They clearly don't want you to be part of that. They want that to be separate from you. If they come to you and ask you for help, that's a different story. But right now, they don't really want you to be part of this healing journey that they're on. If you sort of chase after them to try to help them, that's just going to sort of diminish your power. And I don't even mean in like a manipulative way, you know, it will diminish your power in their eyes, although, you know, it does tend to be the way that humans work. I mean that you're going to be giving to something that doesn't need your energy pouring into it specifically right now. So really, your job is to heal yourself. So your person, they see you as like this amazing goddess, and you are. But you're also, you know, that you and this person are, you know, your soulmates. The Lovers came out. Your peers, you're on the same level. So if they need healing, you do too. And they will get better as you get better. So they see you as that girl, knowing, ambition, confidence. She who radiates. Strength clarified by the sun. The high priestess clarified by the Lovers. They know that you're onto them, and all you have to do is just be you. Be your best self. All right, Pile 1. That was a really nice reading. Your person is way into you. It is going to be tough to hang back. I get that. But that's what's needed right now. All right. Well, best of luck to you. Let me know if this resonates. If not, all good. Try another pile, another reading, another reader. And if it did resonate for you, try to, you know, give this video a like so that I can keep doing this for you guys. All right. Thanks so much. See you in the next one. Hello, Pile 2. If you chose this Grace card, where the light attribute is elegance, poise, and dignity, and the shadow attribute is clumsiness, awkwardness, and unease, where the advice is move through life with grace and elegance. Let your spirit shine. This is your reading. All right, so we are going to find out if they're talking to their friends and family about you, and if so, what are they saying? All right, so first we're going to find out whether they're even talking to their friends and family about you at all. All right, is pile 2's person talking to their friends and family about pile 2? Is pile 2's person talking to their friends and family about pile 2? Is pile 2's person talking to their friends and family about pile 2? Is pile 2's person talking to their friends and family about a pile 2? All right, so it looks like a no. Let's just get your last card out here in case it gives us any info. All right, so right off the bat, this person isn't saying anything to their friends and family about you. We don't entirely know why yet. Of course, we're going to look into that. But right off the bat, it looks like they're just overwhelmed. And we'll look into that a little bit more. All right. So I guess some confirmation. We've got Earth, we've got Sagittarius, we've got fire, air, and fire. All right, so no water signs here. Okay, so your person could be a Sagittarius. There are a few, the majority is fire signs here. Let's find out why they are not speaking to their friends and family about you. Okay, why is pile 2's person not speaking to their friends and family about pile 2? All right, did I say pile 1? Why is pile 2's person not speaking about pile 2 to their friends and family? All right, so I think they are on their way out of this connection. Okay, they are trying to manifest new things for themselves in their life. Perhaps this is something to do with the emotional realm. They are looking for a new source of emotional fulfillment. Okay, this person, again, we have more fire sign energy. They are just a very passionate person, and something about this connection is just not quite doing it for them. Okay. Either that or they're just moving very slowly at this exact moment. They could be an earth sign. We've seen that already. All right. Yeah, so they've been disappointed by this connection, and they just think it's time to move on. Let's find out a little bit more information. All right, so why do they feel like they have to move on from this connection? All right, so I think they kind of have you friend zoned, which might not be super fun to hear, but being friend zoned is not the end of the world. Let's take a look. All right, magician. Why is the magician here? Okay, so I think they think that you may be a little rowdy and overwhelming, and they just need, they can't think when you're in their energy. So they just need some space from you. All right, what is this new emotional fulfillment they're looking for? Yeah, so they're really looking for a soulmate. This doesn't say that they don't see you as their soulmate, but it does say that that's what they're looking for, and they are looking for it away from you. So they could be wrong, but they are not seeing you as a soulmate at this time. All right, so something about their passion has their world sort of crashing down all around them. Let's see, what do I want to say about that? Yeah, so I think maybe following you was kind of following their passion in a way, and it's like not like been good for them. Like it kind of like pulled the rug out from under them. Okay, let me back up. I don't want to say it hasn't been good for them, but it's been unpleasant for them. So maybe, you know, the Tower card is all about, you know, all the things that are sort of built on a shaky foundation crumbling and needing to be rebuilt. So their passion their passion for you, I think, their passion for you has been kind of destructive for them. So I think they might be embarrassed and they want to find somebody who's a little bit easier to deal with than you. All right. Now, maybe they're moving slowly, and if they are moving slowly, it's because they're very traditional and they don't want to be ruled by their passions. They want to be ruled by their rationality and their ability to sort of, you know, be reliable and provide. So that's actually not bad. Okay, so they're disappointed and they need to sort of pull their energy back and protect themselves. They're very sort of defensive and closed off and a little bit fearful. And I'm getting they're sort of disappointed in themselves as well as you. Like you just came on too strong, I think, and they just need to pull it back and they don't want to think about you at all. All right, so this person is not speaking to their friends and family about you, and I don't think it's because they're not interested or they're not attracted to you. If anything, I think it might be the opposite. I think you kind of came in a little bit too strong, a little bit like a wrecking ball, and they just want to move on. All right, whether or not they'll come back is another story, but for right now, they're moving on, and I don't even have to pull advice cards to tell you that, you know, so should you as well. But we are going to pull some advice cards nonetheless. All right, bottom of the deck we have Four of Wands, which is like the twin flame card. It is the, you know, the marriage card. So this could be, you know, a twin flame runner situation. I think that stuff, as many people do, that stuff is very dangerous. So please be careful with it. Only have fun with these concepts. Only use these concepts to grow and make yourself a happier person in this world. Don't chase this scene. It is merely a scene on a tarot card, on a deck of cards, one card in a deck of 78. All right, so let's get you some advice. All right, so this person is not talking about you because they want to separate themselves from you. They are overwhelmed. All right, so what is your advice other than to just let them do them? What is your advice? Advice to pile 2. Advice to pile 2. All right, wisdom, clarity, resolution. Okay, so your knee-jerk response might be to chase this person. You might be that chaser in the twin flame connection. Oh Lord, no, don't do that. And you know who you are. You know who this person is. You know how you feel about them. You know how they feel about you. And you also know that just because somebody's important to you, just because you care about them, Just because they care about you, it doesn't mean that you guys are going to end up together, and it doesn't mean that your lives in this lifetime are going to continue on together. Doesn't mean they won't, but at the very least, you know that this is not working, and you know that you have the wisdom to use this clarity of this knowledge that it's not working to reach a resolution. Okay, let's get some more advice for pile 2 here. More advice for pile 2. All right, more advice for pile 2. All right, more advice. Okay. Confidence. Confidence and flow. Okay, so I'm going to take them both. Look, you don't need this person to give you confidence. That will come from you. And chasing them, seeking out your, worth from them is just going to interrupt your flow and your development. All right. Let's get some more advice for pile 2. More advice for pile 2. More advice for pile 2. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. Okay, so full moon in Leo, that's going to be, sort of in the middle of February. So I would take the time between now and the middle of February to just to find a way to act in your sort of real, authentic, as your real authentic self, for lack of a better way of saying that. Pride could cause you to try to get this person to come back. That's going to have the opposite effect. You're just going to need to seek more pride. All right, full moon in Cancer. Your personal issue reaches resolution. That's just the bottom of the deck energy. So I'm thinking, full moon in Cancer is going to be about a month before the full moon in Leo. So it's going to be about in mid-January. So I'm thinking if you just kind of hold on to yourself, you're going to figure out, your inner knowing is going to bring a resolution to this issue. Whether that person comes back or not is another story. But if they come back, you have that other month, to the middle of February, to in your interactions with them, if they do come back, to just not allow your pride to get in your way with your interactions with them. So that's no game playing. I'm not saying tell them everything. I am saying don't try to win. All right? No game playing. All right, what other advice do we have for pile 2? All right. Oh boy. Do I take all of these? I don't know. I feel like you're not getting the answer you want, so I'm going to give you extra advice. Maybe you need extra advice right now. Okay. So you got patience, mastery, and happiness. Yeah. So be patient with this situation, whether or not the resolution is that they come back or that you fully let go and move on. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with this person. All right. In the meantime, you don't need this person for your mastery. You're on your own journey. You may come back and reconnect with this person. You may not. But either way, your mastery has something to do certainly hangs on your own happiness. So you're supposed to master your own playful living. So let go of worry. That's what you need to have that attitude. You need to master that attitude of like, it's all good no matter what. You know, you're cool no matter what. You're sort of not unfazed because you're too cool for school, but like unfazed just because you've got great stuff going on that you're excited about. All right, let's get one last piece of advice for pile number 2. All right, oh, we don't need this. All right, one last piece of advice for pile number 2. So we know this person is not talking about them because this person is really pulling back their energy. All right, Sacred Phoenix Heart, number 21. So 3 could be important to you guys. I know this is pile 1, but 3 or the number 21 could be important. All right, Sacred Phoenix Heart. 21. 21 to win. All right. Under the cover of blood, love veils many rose gardens. In total faith, love tenderly guides every lover to the garden of the heart. Reason says, the world is limited in 6 directions. There is no way out. Love says, there is a way, and I have traveled it many times. Okay, so, you know, this person doesn't really want to have anything to do with you right now, and that might be devastating. But through love, and not just as like obsessive need for this person, but like love for yourself, true love for them, where you're not just needing things from them, but where you really want them to have what's best for them, and love for all else, for, you know, the rest of the world, and, you know, the rest of the world's love for you. That's going to give you another way out. So I think, you know, gratitude lists might be something that could be helpful to you right now. Let's just read this message to get you a little bit more advice before we move on, before we close out your reading, pile 2. Okay, so this says, how I adore your defiant, rebellious heart. All right. It knows that what for the mind is an end is for the heart simply another match to ignite the sacred flames. All right, so it might feel like the end, but it's not, whether it's with this person or not. It eats of love until it is filled and then becomes hungry again and eats some more. All right, so yeah, again, you are sort of approaching this, like this person needs space from you because you're approaching this connection, you know, from the ego point of view, you know, from like what would look good, what your life is supposed to be. And as much as, I mean, I get it. I want my life to be a certain way too, and I whine about it kind of all the time. But that's not going to work here. All right. This pride eats at love. So as long as you're looking at this person as like a box to check off, you're kind of effed. It's going to just be counterproductive. And you have to just love. All right. Again and again, it eats of love until it is so full it must simply explode into a sacred fire of passion. It bursts, incapable of sustaining old consciousness in the expanse of blessings unlimited, lavished upon it through the great beloved's affection. It would be like attempting to fit an ocean in a teacup, so it does not. It bursts forth, like a dying star, into spectacular radiance, only to be reborn again, new and hungry for the next feeding frenzy in love's great banquet. How I adore your defiant, spectacular heart. Okay, so from this I get that even though you may have scared this person away, don't beat yourself up about it. So yes, maybe you are coming at it from a prideful point of view. And yes, you do have to let that go. And yes, even if they do come back, sounds like probably, you know, whenever next January is. So if you're watching this, you know, when I post it, that's in a few months. If not, it could be longer. But you know, even if this person comes back, you know, just approach them with love, not with your ego, and don't be embarrassed. Like, yeah, you know, Care about how they feel. Care about how you make other people feel. That matters. Respect their boundaries. But don't be embarrassed for for going a little overboard, you know? Just don't do it again. Don't do it. Don't do it again because it hurts them and it hurts you. But that's sort of the end of the story. You don't need to beat yourself up any more than that. You don't need to be embarrassed. You don't need to grovel. You don't need to apologize too much. I mean, maybe you do, but you don't need to like beg them for forgiveness. They'll either forgive you or they won't. That's their, that's their stuff. You're just going to do better because you're going to love yourself better and you're going to love others better. And if you go a little overboard, you do have to bring it back in, but it's not something for you to beat yourself up about. It's just another wave to ride. All right, pile 2. This probably wasn't what you wanted to hear. However, I don't think this means that this person doesn't want to talk to you ever again, and it certainly doesn't mean that you don't have many opportunities for wild, passionate, crazy, romance, whether it's with another person or just with life itself ahead of you, because you absolutely 100% do, because that's who you are. All right. Thank you so much. Please leave a comment. Tell me if it resonates. And yeah, if this did resonate, if you leave a like, that would help me. Thanks so much. And I will see you at the next reading. All right, pile 3. If you chose the surrender card, this is your reading. Okay, the light attribute is peace, acceptance, and release, and the shadow is control, resistance, and fear. The advice is let go and surrender to the flow of life. Trust the process. All right, let's find out if your person is talking about you to their friends and family. All right. Is pile 3's person talking to their friends and family about pile 3? Is pile 3's person talking to their friends and family about pile 3? Okay. Is pile 3's person talking to their friends and family about pile 3? Is pile 3's person talking to their friends and family about pile 3? Okay, so yes, they are. Let's find out a little bit more about what they're saying. Yes, they are. They absolutely are. Okay, so right off the bat, it looks like they think that you're amazing. They are sort of at a crossroads, and they are waiting things out. So, we come to tarot card readings because we're confused about the way somebody else is acting, and I can understand why you might be confused about this person because they're not giving you a lot, and if they are giving you anything, it is slow. All right, so we could have Leo, fire signs, Sagittarius, Leo, Sagittarius, as well as earth signs, and Pisces. All right, so earth signs, of course, are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. All right, so let's find out what pile 2's person is saying. So they do think that you're amazing. They're just moving slowly. Okay. So what is pile 2's person saying to their friends and family about pile 2? All right. They're moving slowly. They want to offer you something solid, and they don't think they can do it right now. They think they've got a lot of work to do to offer you anything solid, because they think that you are hot. They think that you're like really freaking cool. You kind of set the world on fire. And that is what they're telling their friends and family. That they're coming to you and that you're just kind of oblivious, and they kind of like that. They don't want you to be expecting them. They want to sort of surprise you with how freaking great they are. And they don't want you to think that they're coming. That's what they're telling their friends and family. They're telling their friends and family that they think that this is a fated connection, that you guys were meant to cross paths, whatever that means, for whatever purpose. They're telling their friends and family that they are excited and they feel kind of dumb. No, let's see if that comes back again. They're telling their friends and family. What is pile 3's person telling their friends and family about pile 3? All right. Yeah, okay, so again, more Leo energy here. They think that you are a very strong person. Yeah, so they're telling their friends and family that you're this hot girl or guy, and they want to come to you correctly. And they're scared, but they're excited. And they kind of don't think they have to explain themselves to you, because they kind of have you up on a pedestal here. They don't think that this is bothering you, which is probably not true if you're here. All right, so let's clarify this Knight of Pentacles. All right, yeah, so you guys might be on a break, and they are coming towards you for a reunion. Oh, okay, do we need all of those? All right, Queen of Wands. So they're coming towards you for a reunion. That's what they're telling their friends and family. And they're manifesting you. Okay, so your person, pile 3, is telling their friends and family that they're really super attracted to you, and they're just manifesting you right now, and they're coming for you for this reunion, but it might take them a while. They want to do it right. All right, this has come up in all 3 readings, so these might all have something to do with soulmates. Here, I don't remember what. Yeah, anyway, so here we have the soulmate card clarifying the fated connection. So they think that you are their soulmate. That's what they're telling their friends and family. You guys are soulmates. That's very sweet. My goodness. All right. All right. But they're disappointed in themselves, and that's why they're nervous. They're disappointed in themselves, and they're disappointed in the past. So they're excited to move away from the past. They're excited to maybe leave disappointment behind, but I mean, it's really scary, and they feel like they're not equipped at all to handle you right now, just yet. And that is what they're telling their friends and family. They're telling their friends and family that they're disappointed in themselves. For what? I want to know more about this. Okay, they're disappointed in themselves for like needing rest. So this person has been through a lot, and they are resting, and they wish they didn't need this. They wish they didn't need this time out. They wish they could just come after you with reckless abandon, but they can't. And their disappointments are just kind of compounding each other, but they are ready, and they are moving towards you. All right, what else is pile 3's person telling their friends and family about them? All right, so they're telling their friends and family that they do need to protect themselves against you. So they see that you, so they think that you're amazing. They think that you are their, soulmate. That's what they're telling their friends and family, but they are scared of you. They think that you're so strong. Let me find out a little bit more. So what is pile 3's person saying to their friends and family about sort of guarding themselves against pile 3's strength? All right, so they want to come out of this situation victorious, and they want something serious with you, and they want something traditional with you, and they want to be able to sort of lead this right now, and right now you are leading this, and so they need you to go away. They need you to go away so that they can be in charge of the situation. Yeah, that's what they're telling their friends and family. They'd rather like win you over than be dragged along by you. All right, that's super interesting. On the bottom of the deck we have Judgment. So they think they think this is the right thing for them to be doing. And I agree with them. I think they're right. I think they need you to calm the F down, and they need to get to a place where they, where they can be in control of the situation. All right, let's get you some advice. All right, advice for pile 3. Advice for pile 3. All right, so we know that this person is talking to their friends and family about you, and we know that they think you're their sort of destined life partner, but they need a reset. So what is your advice in the meantime during this reset? Should you wait for them? No, don't wait for anyone. Ever, ever, ever. However, if you are feeling this and you don't like anyone else more than this person, I mean, obviously I wouldn't date other people if you're not feeling it, follow your gut. But all right, advice for pile 3. Okay, we'll take both of these. Okay. All right, so I just told you not to wait. And this is saying love, hope, relationships, she who hopes. And this one is saying she who persists, perspective, defiant, persistent. All right, so, I think it's okay for you to stay persistent in your hope. I'm not saying throw your life away for this person. They really honestly might never get it together. This is just what they're saying to their friends and family. Just because they're saying this to their friends and family doesn't mean they're actually going to be able to follow through on this. So certainly don't wait around forever. However, if you are persistently hoping that this situation will resolve and work out, that's okay. You can do that. You can persistently hope. Should you wait forever? Obviously not. Of course not. But it is okay for you to persistently hope. That's, in fact, if you are persistently hoping, that's exactly what you're supposed to be doing at this exact point in time. All right, more advice for pile 3. All right, more advice for pile 3. Okay, so you can hope. That's fine. Don't beat yourself up for that. You are good. Advice, oof. Advice for pile 3. Okay, so I think that some visualization would be good here. So I think some visualization about this picture. So if you like this picture, where this person is protecting themselves while you're kind of chomping at the bit and they want to wait for you to calm down so that they can kind of be in charge of the situation. If you like this, do some visualization about it. If you don't like this, think about why. It's okay for you not to like this. Different strokes for different folks. You might not be into that, and that's okay. Think about what you do want instead of this person sort of keeping you at arm's length until they feel like they have the upper hand, because you might not like that. And honestly, that, why should you? I'm not saying you should or shouldn't like that. I'm just saying this is what this person is planning on, this is what this person is talking about, and your advice is to think about that. If you're into it, visualize it. If you're not into it, think about why and how you might want to change things if you think that this picture is sort of old-fashioned or not fair or just not something that you personally are into, which is totally fine. All right, advice for pile 3. Advice for pile 3. Advice for pile 3. Oops. All right, I'm going to get another one just because that came out in the last, in group 2. You might have messages in group 2, although, yeah, you might have messages in group 2. You can check that out. But let's just get one more advice for pile 3. All right, time to take action. All right, so new moon in Aries, that's going to be in April. Full moon in Leo, that's going to be in January. All right, so maybe you don't like this picture, but I think that your advice to visualize it and consider it is to think about why. Are you coming from a place of ego? Do you think that this picture sort of has you guys on unequal footing in a way that's sort of like embarrassing to you? If so, think about how you might feel about it if you weren't embarrassed. How would you feel about it? If you kind of like this idea of having to sort of hang back, wait for them, let them take over, that could be, like if you like it minus whatever like shame you feel, that is going to tell you something. It's going to tell you that, you know, you do want to hang back and wait for them. If you think about it and it doesn't, like you still don't like it, even once you get this sort of ego out of the way, and you really think that this is a problem, then your advice is to take action. But this is coming before, so the full moon in Leo comes before the new moon in Aries. So I would really hang back and think about the role that pride is playing in your take on this picture. And once you have that pinned down, once you understand whether or not like you don't like this because of ego, or if you don't like this because this is just not you, and you want more of like an equal give and take, or you maybe want to take charge yourself, then that's the time to take charge. So the action that you're going to take is really going to depend on what you think of this situation. Do you like this idea of hanging back and waiting for them to take charge or not? And if you like it, then your action could be to let them, to maybe give them some gentle encouragement. And if you don't like it, then you can just tell them, hey, look, no, you're not in charge of this. But you need to take the time to consider the role that pride is playing in your opinion of this person's plan. All right, but luck is on your side. Okay, so let's get a little bit more advice for pile 3. Advice for pile 3. Advice for pile 3. Get some more advice for pile 3. Advice for pile 3. Lizard, regeneration. As a survivor, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt. Embrace your transformation. Put on your new cloak. You are the master of regeneration. Okay, so again, this is telling you, hang back. You can persist in hope, but it's time to be a new you. Now, the new you that comes out could be the new you that wants to wait for this person. The new you that comes out could be someone that doesn't want to wait. Whether or not you want to move on or pursue them yourself is sort of what you figure out in this phase. While you're hoping and persisting, and while you're thinking about how you feel about being the prize, that this person wants to win, then you'll know how to act moving forward. But this, you really have to think about how you feel about this person's plan to sort of keep you at bay and then win you back over so that they can be in charge. You may like it, you may not like it. But your advice is to figure out whether or not you do, independent of how your ego thinks about it. All right, one last piece of advice for pile 3. Okay, you don't need this. One last piece of advice for pile 3. Victory of Mariam. So 41, 5 might be an important number for you. Oh, the lion and the deer. So, do you want to be the lion or do you want to be the deer? That's really sort of your task. Yeah, because you have the lion underneath here and you also have the deer here. So you may come out as the deer after this ideation period, in which case you do want to wait for this person. But let's find out. Let's find out. And by wait, I mean, allow them to sort of win you over. I don't mean wait forever. It's your life. Okay, 41. Victory of Mariam. Advice for pile 3. Okay. If you are longing to caress the moon, don't turn away from it. If you are not ill, why do you crawl under a blanket to hide? You are in a quarry of sweets. Why do you look so sour? You live in the spring of life. Why are you withered inside? Don't fight against yourself. Don't flee from what could be your glory. Take a fearless moth, dive into the flame. Like a fearless moth, dive into the flame. Why be linked to your obsessions? Burn out the flames until your heart and soul are enlightened. Yeah, so that's what this is talking about. Take this time to yourself to figure out how you feel about this person's plan to sort of keep you at bay, to come back in and sweep you off your feet. All right. Why are you afraid of a fox when you descend from lions? Okay, so the lions again. Why be a lame ass when you have the strength of stallions? The beloved you seek will arrive to open your door to your fortune. Yeah, so yeah, this person does think that you guys are destined. For love is the key that opens all your locks. All right, so I think this is telling you, again, so like whether or not you want to go after this person or wait for them to win you over is really up to you, and that's what you need to figure out about what you want to do. This is saying that you do have the strength, you are strong, and you do have what it takes to take the lead in this. But if that is what you were doing before and it wasn't working, that could be the old carcass from your, and you might need to form yourself a new body. So really your job is to take this time to figure out whether or not you are the pursuer or the pursued, and what you can get from that. All right, like what spiritual lessons does that teach you? All right, you feel you are immortal and know you are divine. You feel you are not ready for the task, and I know that triumph is only moments away. You reach to me for protection, but you are me. And the protection that you seek is already with you. Yeah, so if you're kind of like, all right, so if you are like grasping at this person to sort of be your protector, I think you might be going about it in the wrong way. If you are the natural protector, then this person's plan is off base. But if you want them to be your protector, then I think this plan is something for you to lean into. All right, if you like more of a mutual situation, then I think this is telling you to let them know, but only after you've considered the role of pride and ego in how it sort of plays a role in how you see this person and how you want them, I guess, what you want from them. All right. We are not apart. I am living through all that you are and all that you love, all that you have lost and all that you offer to me in surrender. Back to surrender, yeah. I am in you as your courage and magnificence, and any task I send to you is simply one of the tasks for which you were born. You are an eagle with wings, ready to soar, so I push you from the cliff top that you may know yourself. So yes, this is all about you surrendering to this process. So yeah, this person is talking to their friends and family about you. Their plan is to make you calm down so that they can come in and take charge of this situation. Your job is to figure out whether or not you like that plan. And whether or not you like that plan sort of from your soul, independent of pride. So yeah, pile 3, I think the way to best sum up this reading is that you need a break and you need to figure out, so you just need to surrender that this person is not going to come, is not moving forward quickly right now. And you need to figure out how you feel about this plan and what you want to say to them. But yeah, they're definitely talking about you. They definitely have a plan, and they definitely want to come for you. So that's kind of exciting. If you like this reading, give me a like. Let me know in the comments if this resonates. And thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you again in the future.